Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about the basic ways to say goodbye. All right. Now on the board are the three most common ways to say goodbye. You probably already know them. The first one, goodbye. Usually we write this with a hyphen. Okay, goodbye. Now a lot of my students are scared to say goodbye because they think goodbye is goodbye forever. Okay, I'll never meet you again, I'll meet you in a very, very long time. That's not true. Okay, goodbye is very common, and you can meet your friend at the end of the evening, say goodbye, and that doesn't mean goodbye forever. Okay, so don't be scared to say goodbye. The next one, of course, we shorten it, make it short to bye, just bye. Very simple, very easy, very common. Bye. All right, and of course, in Korea, they like to say bye-bye. Okay, a lot of my students always say bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. They say it too much, all right? You should say bye-bye sometimes, not every time. Okay, so try to say bye and goodbye. All right, so these three are the most common. Let's move on to see you. Okay, let's look at the see you expressions. Now, see you is a very useful and excellent way to say goodbye. Now, of course, you can just say very simple, see you. Okay, that means bye. You could also say, see you soon. Okay, see you soon. We're going to meet soon. Maybe later today or tomorrow. Anyway, the time is short. Soon. Okay, see you soon. See you later. See you later. Okay, now this one is special. See you later. And many people are confused because see you later. What is later? Now, later today? Tomorrow? When is later? See you later. All right, well, sometimes people say see you later. That means later today. Sometimes they say see you later. That doesn't mean later today. It means just goodbye, just bye. Okay, so this one could be confusing. So when someone says see you later, probably you're not going to meet later. Okay, it's probably just bye. All right, the last one here, see you. You could put any time here. See you tonight. See you tomorrow. See you on the weekend. See you on Friday. See you next week. Okay, very useful to tell the person goodbye and when you will see them next. All right, let's move on to a few more examples of how to say goodbye. Okay, let's look at three more here. This one, cheers. Okay, a lot of students are confused because cheers has two meanings. The first meaning, of course, when you're drinking beer and you want to celebrate with your friends, you hit the glasses, you say cheers. Okay, but this meaning is different than that cheers. This meaning is just bye. Okay, so cheers, that just means bye. Especially in emails. People write their email at the bottom, cheers, okay? Bye. The next one, take care. Take care is a very sweet and friendly way to say goodbye. You just say, take care, okay? Very nice way to say goodbye. I like it. Take care. And the last one, good night, okay? Good night. You can only use that at night. Don't use it in the day, only at night, and usually late night, okay? So maybe you're at work very late, 10 p.m., everyone is going home. Good night, okay? Again, just means bye. All right? So these are a few more expressions. Of course, there's many, many more expressions. This is just a few. Anyway, let's take a look at a few example dialogues to help you understand how to use these. All right, the first example dialogue, goodbye. Okay, see you next time. Example dialogue 2. Take care, Jack. Okay, you too, Jill. Bye. Example dialogue 3. See you later. Cheers. And example dialogue 4. Have a good night. Okay, good night. I hope you understand the examples. Before we go, I want to talk about these words. Now, these words are not English, okay? These are other languages, but all these words mean the same thing, goodbye. Okay, so in English, sometimes we borrow words from other languages and we use them to say goodbye, all right? Now, I'm going to say these words, but I'm going to say them with English pronunciation, okay? So it's probably not the right pronunciation, but it's how we say it in English. The first word is Italian, and we're gonna pronounce that as ciao, okay? So ciao. So sometimes we say ciao, and that just means bye. The next one, Japanese. So with English pronunciation, we say sayonara, okay? Again, bye. This is Spanish. Adios, adios, adios. Again, bye. And the last one is French. Au revoir. Au revoir just means bye. Okay, so again, sometimes we say these in English to our friends. All right, so that's how we say goodbye in English. I hope you understand. That's it. There's nothing left to say except goodbye.